When it comes to commercial snow removal, look to Tovar Snow Professionals. With the largest snow and ice management fleet in the Midwest, Tovar delivers top-notch commercial sidewalk and parking lot clearing services, even in winter's worst weather conditions. With their 24-hour live office staff, certified meteorologists, and personal service, they are leaders in professional snow removal. To get a free estimate for snow removal on your site, go to baseball.tovarsnow.com or call 844-GO-TOVAR. That number again is 844-GO-TOVAR. Tovar Snow Professionals, Chicago's snow plowing leader. Tovar is an equal opportunity employer.
We're going to go right here.
My name is Lauren, and my question is for Patrick Wisdom and Christopher Morel. My question is, what was your favorite thing you did off the field last year?
Mine probably was one of the Club 400 events I went to. I say that because it totally shocked me. It totally surprised me. I wasn't expecting the turnout and all the people that were there, and just the love behind, Cub fans helping Cub fans. I thought that was pretty remarkable.
Me too. Club 400. I got a good time, have fun, beautiful guys, and it's amazing the moment I passed with Club 400.
Helping Cubs fans at Stewart's Cubs cave parties. Everybody's in for giving back to those in need. We're going to Club 400. Club 400. We're going to Club 400. Club 400. We're going to Club 400 Radio. All right.
And the Club 400 podcast is on the air for the first time in 2023. I got my guy, William. What's up, William?
You know what? Marketing genius is up.
Wow.
Get the kids to go to the convention and ask the questions.
Wow.
It's genius.
I'll tell you what, guys.
As long as they answer the right way.
Well, yeah, and I'll tell you the full story about that. But before I say anything about it, is that I was a proud dad for sure. I was a very proud dad because I want Lauren, I've been going to the Cubs convention since I was a little kid. And I remember the first time going up there and asking a question, and we're all afraid of public speaking. But
God, I wish I had that audio clip.
There's a great clip we got to play. I have it on my computer when I told Jim Hendry off after the Sox won the World Series.
Really?
It was great. And, when I think about myself back then, just a fan going up there and just totally ripping on Jim Hendry.
That's awesome.
And I said, they're laughing at us. They're laughing at us on the north side. Ozzy's sitting there. Was it not Ozzy? Yeah, Ozzy's laughing at us about our Cubs. And I got that clip. We will play that. Yeah. I will send that to you, and we will play that on this podcast. I'll send it to you, and we'll put it on at the very end, so stick around and listen to it. But honestly, guys, very proud dad to see my daughter do what she did that day. And
she nailed it, too, other than she didn't say her last name, which was even better because Wisdom recognized her.
Yeah, exactly. So I will admit to you right now that I put her up to it. And it did cost me $100 Lululemon gift card, which is, I don't know if you guys know what Lululemon is. It's a yoga type place, and they got those tight pants that they wear. $100 a pair for those, William. Ridiculous.
Is it really? Wow.
Yeah. But, we wanted to get a booth at the Cubs convention, and they had no outside vendors except for Joe Obvious, and we'll talk about him in a minute. So we had to make our own booth, and I thought it was, he didn't have to answer that way. And you asked me earlier before we came on the air, was Patrick Wisdom involved with this? No, he wasn't. He didn't know anything about it. And we, came up with a question and hoping that he would say Club 400. The question is, did he recognize Lauren? I don't know. We'll have to ask him one of these days.
We should dial him up.
We should call him up. We will have Patrick Wisdom on this podcast. Our podcast is evolving like everything. We're going to try to come to you guys more this year. We're going to try to do more player interviews, but my guy Crawley does one hell of a job on the fly. The W podcast on WSCR, the Cubs flagship station 670. So please listen to Crawley. He's getting great guests, and his podcast is actually doing really well.
Yeah, it's very good.
But yeah, Lauren did a great job. I was a proud dad. To take the whole Club 400 thing out of it, I was just proud of her for going up there, putting herself out there. And I thought if you see the video, it's out there. You can watch the entire session on the Marquee Network app And it was just, I was a very proud dad, William. It was awesome.
So speaking of the convention, I did not have the opportunity to go.
And we missed you, William. Our listeners, I just want to let you know, if you could put some prayers out for Mia. Mia's been going through, that's obviously William's wife. She's been going through so many different things. And, William is taking care of her, which he should. And what we're going to try to schedule our podcast and work through it so we could still put out something like twice a month. That's what we want to do.
At least. Yeah, no, but what was really cool the last time I was there was when they were talking about launching the Marquee Network, which is the last time they had it.
2020.
Right. That was the last one, right?
That was when Ricketts got booed when he announced it, which, yeah, exactly. That was the big announcement, that Cubs convention.
And then they took a break for a couple of years because of COVID. They, obviously couldn't have it or whatever. Well, unbeknownst to me, the whole thing was on the Marquee Network.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome. I remember when I went, the last time or last couple times I went, you could go to your hotel room and you could watch some of the stuff because they had
they had in-house
TV,
which wasn't really that good.
No, because it wasn't set up like the Marquee Network is. I mean, the coverage was amazing.
It was.
I felt like I was there, and then of course it was bittersweet for me because I'm like, oh my God, is everyone who's ever been to a Club 400 event there? Because I'm picking them out in the crowd.
And let me tell you guys, it's, that's the great thing. I mean, to have everybody there, I mean, you know who you are. I'm not mentioning names because I would be leaving people out. But we had a good group of our family there. I call them our family because that's what they are. They're our family. We had at least 4 bingo tables at Club 400 people.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it was. And
you can tell by the crowd when Lauren had Wisdom mentioned Club 400. It sounded like half the stadium was full of Club 400 fans. That kind of.
It was a proud moment, and it was a proud moment from myself, and obviously it was good for Club 400, and even to hear the rest of the players hear that on the stage, because I'm sure they're asking about it. So yeah, it was wonderful. Honestly, William, this is the first time I've ever attended the Cubs convention not as a fan, because I wanted to promote Club 400 as much as I possibly could. We gave away tons of merchandise. We really hit up the Harry Karaoke from 10 to 11 in the Sheridan lobby. And we gave away tons of baseballs, tons of shirts. We gave away magnets. We gave away keychains. We gave away autographed Brendan Davis, Matt Kammerer pictures. We gave away Dempster autographed Matt Kammerer picture. We did. I mean, hey, and you know what? We just basically want to promote Club 400, because the more people that get involved, the stronger we are as a charity, and the more money we can raise for Cub fans. So it was good. I ran into a whole lot of people, and it actually the weekend started off at Big League Burgers. Pete opened Big League Burgers. I think it's 3734. I don't know how I remember that. Irving Park Road. So if you get off at 90 in Irving and you head to Wrigley, it's on the left-hand side. It is a full Cubs-themed restaurant with American food, all your favorites, hot dogs, hamburgers, pork sandwiches. Just a great place to go.
And Club 400 Lager on tap.
And Club 400 Lager on tap since day one. Never took it off,
Club
and he never will.
Ballpark Lager.
Thank you, Ryan Clooney.
It's a beer for
Crystal
all
Lake Brewery.
innings. Take me out to the ball game. This crisp, easy drinking lager is perfect for a summer day amongst the bricks and ivy. Crafted at Crystal Lake Brewing, this beer is clean and refreshing with minimal bitterness, so that you can celebrate a W in style. From Club 400, Cubs fans helping Cub fans. This baseball brew can be found at most places that sell beer in Northwest Illinois, or from Crystal Lake Brewing. Beer master Ryan Clooney. Enjoy a beer or 6-pack today, and please remember to drink responsibly.
I'll tell you what, going back to Big League Burgers and having the Club 400 since day one there. Went there, supported them. We tried to do a Twitter contest, and to be honest with you, it didn't work out so well. But I told Big League Burgers, Pete, you need to get on Twitter, so he did the day before. So we'll try it again at some other point. But it was great, because when I walked in the Big League Burgers, I ran into Dave Kaplan.
Okay.
And Danny Rocket showed up. Captain Cubba was there.
And the food
Weeds was
great.
there.
The food's great there.
You're going to get a hearty portion there. And they do everything right. That's the thing about Pete's Restaurant. Yeah, it's nice. It's awesome if you go in there. And they do have a full bar in there. But Pete put 100 to 10% into decorating it, but the food is just as good as the decorations. I mean, it's quality stuff. It really is. They got me and Danny were trying this new gyro that they came out with. It's not your standard gyro. I mean, I forgot exactly what it was. It was amazing. It was awesome. And I had the steak sandwich there. Weeds, who's been working very hard at my condo. I mean, we opened up the condo June 4th, but we rushed to get it open in baseball season. And to me, it was, not Club 400 worthy yet, but it's getting there. We've been adding a lot of stuffs to it, but
you're going to do the ribbon cutting before opening day this year.
We're going to have another opening day party. I promise you that. We're going to have a cookout over there, and it's going to be great. But yeah, support Pete. 3734 West Irving Park Globe, Big League Burgers. He opened up in the middle of the pandemic, and he's battling hard, and he's an unbelievable guy. I mean, Adbert Alzolay was there that evening. He brought in all kinds of people. He brought politicians in. He brought Cubs like Kaplan, and all throughout the day, people were stopping in and supporting him. But that's the way Pete is. He's definitely a part of the Cubs community, and I would love for the Club 400 members to stop there and support him. And
you got to take a picture by the shield.
A shield is there.
And then we'll post it on our Facebook
I'll tell you what, we'll do this. The first person that posts a picture with a Club 400 lager in front of the shield will get a autographed baseball, and I don't think I'll give away a Marcus Stroman ball. I'll give away, because we have a lot of those, we'll give away some other baseball. It'll be awesome. I'll pick a nice one for you. Okay, that'll be our little thing here for the podcast.
Signed on the sweet spot.
And the first person that posts it, and maybe if a second person, we'll see, but definitely the first person that posts it, we'll give an autographed ball, and you just post that picture on Club 400 public page, and that'll be great. So yeah, and then we went down to the Cubs convention on Friday, and let me tell you something. Cubs convention has been gone for a while, and most of the people that ran the convention prior were gone, so this was a whole new group of people running this convention. Overall, I think they did a really good job. It felt like the Cubs convention. I thought it ran pretty smooth, but then again, I wasn't waiting in line for autographs. I heard that was kind of messy. Some logistics were kind of messed up, but they'll learn from it and they'll improve. But I thought overall it was a very successful convention as far as what the Cubs pulled off, and they had so many alumni there. William, it was great. I mean.
You know what I didn't realize until the Cubs convention was going on, and I had the pleasure of watching it on TV? Other teams have a convention-like event. It's nothing like the Cubs convention. Like Milwaukee had a one-night thing, and it was like 4 guys that were there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. It's not even comparable. When they introduce everybody at the opening ceremonies, and they all walk out and they high-five everyone in the crowd and stuff like that, it's unbelievable.
That's new. They started that. I think they did it in 2020 also.
They did.
The red carpet type thing. And no, I thought they did a great job. And you guys all got to give Marquee Network a chance. I mean, you got to remember too, guys. Marquee Network came out in the middle of a pandemic also, with no baseball and with little or no programming. I'll tell you what, I constantly look and see what's on at Marquee Network. In fact, they debuted the brand new show Brick by Brick. Did you see that yet?
I have not.
I thought it was a really well done show. A lot of stuff that I've seen in the past, but they did leave Sammy Sosa out. I wasn't too happy about that, William. I mean, we need to bring Sammy back to Chicago. I am fully on board with that. Sammy is my guy. If you don't know, Sammy is my favorite player, and I do regularly talk to him through email. And I don't think we will be the first one to bring him out back to Chicago, but I think eventually he will come here for sure once he breaks the ice with the Cubs, which I hope happens because life is too short, everybody.
Exactly.
And so let's get Sammy back. And that was one of the questions that was asked. I was surprised it was actually asked with all the stuff that's going on with the Cubs. People are still thinking about Sammy Sosa, and that should tell the Cubs a whole lot, right, William?
Right, exactly. With all the stuff going on, especially.
In fact, I was having a conversation with someone. Steroids were not illegal. Was it wrong that all those guys had steroids or whatever? But it wasn't illegal. Baseball should have banned it.
I go back and forth with the Hall of Fame part of it. But yeah, they weren't illegal. They were illegal outside of baseball, which, so it's a dicey issue, obviously, because they still haven't figured out what to do with it exactly. But
no, but cheating has been a part of baseball forever.
Right.
And it's like, and that's not even, it wasn't even cheating because it wasn't in the rules, but.
They glorify some of it, like Gaylord Perry.
Exactly.
I mean, he's like a legend because of his spitballs. And
what about all those pitchers using ticky-tacky? They just cleaned that up a couple, year or two ago.
Right.
And, listen, everything's about money in this world. Everything's about money. But so if you're a baseball player and steroids are not illegal and you can pounce your numbers up, add 20 home runs, that means you're going to get a huge contract, right?
Right.
So players were willing to take the risk. And, you can I blame baseball for it more than anything. And as far as like Sammy leaving early, I mean, honestly, the whole thing, they released that information on purpose, so they can, they use and abuse Sammy, put him on camera every time he hit home run, he's throwing kisses. They used and abused him, and when they didn't need him anymore, they sold him out. That was a definitely move for the fans for them to push him away and have some people turn on him. That was bullshit. That happens all the freaking time when players leave early, but you don't hear about it because usually the team wants to protect the player's image.
Right.
So.
Well, and the thing is, too, about Sammy is he's still so, like you said, so beloved here. If everyone hated him because of like the cork bat thing or something, and he was just like this black mark on the organization and fans didn't want to talk about him or whatever, that'd be one thing. But everyone loves him. Every Cub fan would welcome him back.
All the crazy, I'm going to say shit in this world, and we're worried about something that happened 20 years ago.
Well, and for those who lived through that, which probably most of the people listening, that was the best summer ever.
It was. It brought baseball
as far as
back.
Baseball, it brought the country back.
But then again, we can bring on. I mean, trust me, we can bring on Aroldis Chapman after what he did and help us win a World Series. But we can't bring Sammy back. I'm calling bullshit, Cubs.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bring back Sammy. Do it for the fans. It's not about you or whatever politics you have behind the organization. It's about the fans. That's what we're about, William. Can you tell I'm getting heated right now?
I love it. There's no fans. You don't have anything. You got nothing.
You're holding Sammy back because of God knows what. It can't be just steroids. Like they welcome Mark McGwire back to the Cardinals, and everybody's been welcomed back. But Sammy's been, I don't know what you want to say. They want to erase his memory. Like Brick Bricky's not even on there. Sammy is a part of this Cubs organization, whether you admit it or not. You bring him back, and you use, because Sammy's always been good to fans. And let me tell you one thing, guys, and we'll get off the subject, but one of the reasons why I like Sammy is because when I was a little kid, Sammy always was good to me. I have a lot of great stories, and we're not going to get into them now. We can do it some other podcast.
Can you just do your chant, though, that you would yell?
Yeah, I was in the right field bleachers, and this was the chant I said. That's all I would sit. I would sit behind Sammy, and I'd try to get him to blow me kisses. And Sammy was great with the fans out there. Like, he was interactive, but it was Sammy buddy, Sammy. That was the chant.
Sammy buddy.
And like, I can do it like it was like yesterday because I did it so much. So we'll get off the Sammy thing, but I gotta talk about the Ricketts session, which is something that we did that worked out like a charm. As you guys know, Iris Reed, she owns the company Lady Chatting Buds, and she's a florist, and she does all kinds of great stuff. She was at our Christmas party, and she gave all the women a rose with the Club 400 logo on there. She's the only one in Illinois that could print images on roses. Love Iris. Please support her. We'll be promoting her because she's a friend of Club 400.
Where is she out of? Like, what town do you know?
Boy, I don't remember.
We'll post it.
We'll post it. Yeah, we'll post it up there. So I called Iris and I said, hey, Cubs convention is the first one in a while. Why don't we do a really nice bouquet for Tom and Laura? And she came through like you wouldn't believe. So I did not know how we were going to get the flowers up there. Well, thankful to Crawley, and he saved a lot of those front row seats.
You just got to act as if.
Exactly. You got to act like you know. So I grabbed a security guard, and I brought... So I brought the flowers to the front of the stage, and as luck has it, William, Tom Ricketts showed up. He grabbed the flowers, put them right in the middle, and I thought he was pretty surprised because they had the Ricketts families, their faces on the roses. We had the Ricketts written on some roses.
So cool.
And sprinkle in a few Club 400 ones too, obviously. So
yeah.
and it was awesome. And then, Iris did a great job. I think she set the, not having the Cup convention for a while. I think that was a nice way to welcome the Ricketts back. And for the most part, it was a great session. And it was a great weekend overall. And I do have to give a shout out to our guy Aramis. He went up to the stage. I had no clue about this one, so we're going to play this real quick. This was Aramis at the Cubs convention. And
this question is for everybody but Patrick and Morel.
Okay, next question. I just kidding. Go ahead.
Have you guys heard about Club 400?
Yeah. Hell yeah. He said, "Accept me."
You ever heard about what?
Have you heard of Club 400?
I have not.
It's a good man cave, and it's Cub fans helping Cub fans.
Oh, electric. Yeah, great organization, great charity, really fun events. So check it out.
Kids and Flowers, the 2023 Club 400 marketing plan. Kids and Flowers.
Kids and Flowers, yeah. And I did not know he was going to do that. And thank you, Aramis.
That's so cool.
If anybody wants to know who Aramis is, that's Riker's brother out there in Muscatine, Iowa.
Yes.
By the way, it looks like
named after somebody related to the Cubs, right?
Riker?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Aramis.
yeah. Named after Aramis Ramirez. I was like, I don't remember Riker on the Cubs.
No. Nope.
So overall, unbelievable weekend to, like I said, the Cubs did a great job. It was fun. It got the family back together, and we just a blast. William, we missed you this year. It wasn't the same without you there.
Hopefully next year will be better off for me than this past year.
I hope so, man. I really do. Also, shout out to Todd at Homewood Bats, who had the Wisdom event. Saw some Club 400 people over there. Tom Warman was there. And we appreciated everybody for supporting Patrick Wisdom and Homewood Bats. That was a nice event if you were there. Then they had a Q&A later on with, I bet everybody was rushing out of there to go to bingo. So it was Ed Howard and who else was it?
Was Brennan there?
Brennan was not there,
okay.
No. So, but we snuck out because we went out to dinner, but we ran into Brennan outside. The Cubs all went to the hockey game. On a Saturday night, so they loaded up a bus, and we went out to dinner with Jeff Vukovich.
Nice.
Nationwide is on your side. They insure my place. Why don't they insure yours, right? Jeff's our man, right?
That was great. That was like a
free plug, right?
Yeah, a nice commercial.
They are sponsors for Club 400, so. So we did announce some big news this week. William, did you happen to see it?
Tell me more. Yes, I did. I'm involved.
No, yes, you are. You're kind of like we put you as the road trip king, I would call it.
Minister of Entertainment, I think it was.
So, we picked that place primarily because of you, and then now you'll be able to see your mom pretty close to Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And that's the only negative thing that is on Mother's Day weekend, and we tried to pick a location where the pricing could be affordable, but as you know, nothing's really affordable. We got killed on the bus. But my guy, we're going to have him on. He couldn't join us this evening, but Todd from Stadium Events. So Todd's has a regular job, but his passion is doing trips for baseball and football. He does a lot of actually football stuff. And
we've had a couple trips with him. 3 so far?
I think 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Todd does us a huge favor, guys. He does it to promote his company. He doesn't really charge that. I mean, honestly, that's why I go through Todd, because he really takes care of us. And, he gets a really nice bus, and you don't even have to check in the hotel when you get there. He just gives you your keys. And
it's crazy.
And so, but we got a great weekend ahead. Minnesota, what is it? 12th, 13th, 14th, right, William?
I believe
that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And basically, let me talk about I posted up on Club 400 page, but if you missed it, the itinerary. So the rough itinerary is we're going to depart Rolling Meadows at 7 o'clock on that Friday. And then pretty much Elgin at 7:45. We'll do a meal stop around 11 o'clock. We'll arrive at the hotel at 2:30. We'll get checked in, and we're going to head over to the Farmers Market Annex for a 3-hour tailgate from 3 to 6. The game is at 7:10. It's a 5-minute walk to Target Field. I'm sure we can get the bus to drop off those who don't want to walk. But that tailgate is going to include all-you-can-drink beer, half-pound burgers, brats with peppers and onions, hot dogs, chili dogs, pulled mac and cheese, mascacholi, chili baked beans, chili, I guess, and then baked beans, potato salad, chips, pop, water, Gatorade, 3-hour tailgate. That's why I don't want to do it, because he does it so good, and he does it all the time. He brings his own staff.
He's like the master at it.
Yeah, exactly. We will have a private hospitality area next to the hotel bar. We're going to try to get Club 400 beer on there. By the way, we will have the bus full of Club 400 lager, but if you want to bring your own liquor, you want to bring your own alcohol, we highly suggest that. If you've been on our road trips before, there's about 3 or 4 bars that people set up in there for themselves, and they're always willing to pour for you. We're going to have a great time. And then Saturday, we'll meet at the hospitality room after breakfast from 10 to noon. The game is at 1:10. After the game, if you want to go to the Mall of America, Lisa and Lauren are going. I think they just want to go to the Mall of America, to be honest with you. Canterbury Park Casino for horse racing and gambling. End up in the Warehouse District, where our guy, Joe Kilgallen, will be performing a comedy show for the Club 400 members. Pretty cool, huh, William?
Cannot wait. Yes.
So, I mean, William, you're from Minnesota. That's your hometown. Obviously, I've been up there, and I met your sisters and your mom and your brother's up there who's going to join us on Saturday, or what day?
Friday, I think.
Friday.
Yes.
So he's going to join us Friday, go to the game with us. We got to get him tickets. Remind me to tell Todd. And then for all you Luke Combs fans, he's playing Saturday night. So if any diehard Luke Combs fans, you obviously miss our guy Joe's comedy show, which is included in the cost.
I'd rather see Joe.
I'm going to go see Joe.
Luke Combs.
I could see Luke Combs anytime. I want to hang out with everybody that decided to join us on this trip.
Yes.
And so that's Saturday.
These trips are epic, by the way. They're so much fun. One of my favorite things I've done.
So tell me about Minnesota and where you're going to take us, William. I don't know. We don't have the bar booked yet, but
yeah, I mean,
we're going to get out of town, right? Because Luke Combs is going to, the fans are going to take over. Pretty much.
We're looking at that, but I mean, it's the difference between here and there is really it's just a lot easier to get around. That's what it really comes down to. It's smaller.
And we're going to kind of get out of town a little bit.
Yeah.
Go to a bar district. What's it called?
Saturday night, we're going to go to probably a suburb.
Okay.
And hang out there. And there's several really good, fun bars where we're
probably cheaper, too, than downtown.
Yeah. Although you'll find the whole thing will be cheaper than what you're used to downtown Chicago here. It's less money up there. So.
Oh, we were down there last year. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did.
We hit a couple of your spots, your hometown spots.
We had some fun.
What was that bar we went to that you like a lot? Your favorite? You said you went to 2 of them down there.
Yeah.
I don't remember
which
one.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But anyways, William's going to be the leader. I'm going to be the follower. I'm going to follow William around.
Oh, boy.
So it includes includes a room, includes the bus, includes the ticket, includes the tailgate. It includes the Joe Kilgallen comedy show, and prices are as follows. This is based on 50 paid, which I think we're going to be able to do. If you want a single, that means a room by yourself. It's $785. If you're going to stay with a guest, it'd be $605 per person. If you're going to stay with 3 people, it would be $545 per person. And like I said, quad it up, everybody. It would be $515 if you put 4 in a room, and you are never in your room, are you, William?
Not at all.
I mean, you're there to sleep, and you're probably going to bed at 1 or 2 if you're rock stars like me and you.
Right, yeah.
So you got to deal with your roommates for maybe 4 or 5 hours.
We're going to the Small Apple.
Yeah,
There's no sleep in the Small Apple.
No. So that, we announced it. We haven't started selling tickets for it.
That's coming soon to a theater near you.
Exactly.
The sale of the tickets, all the info posted on the Facebook page.
So, yeah, it's $200 deposit ASAP to hold your seat. That's important. And then $100 due on 3/31, which is March 31st. And obviously, and then the balance due is on 14th, about a month before we depart. So we're only going to do 1 bus. I don't see a scenario where we do 2. So if you're really interested in going and you've never been to Target Field, this is your opportunity to get on a bus and head down there.
Be good.
We're leaving 10:30 on Sunday. We have left earlier in the past, but sometimes some people don't wake up, and then we get we can't leave them behind. So I decided, you know what? Let's have everybody sleep in. Maybe eat some breakfast, the free breakfast that you get, wear that hangover off, and then maybe restart on the bus, right?
Sounds like a plan.
And
Sounds like you've done this before.
I've done it a few times. We've actually, sometimes back, you got to remember too, guys, that's how, we were back in a long time ago when my mom used to take us on road trips. We ended up in Cincinnati on just with me, my brother, and my mom, and I think my girlfriend at the time. And we ran into the Wild Bunch. And we were Wild Bunch members for ever since. Otto, we talk about, and Elaine, and Dorothy, and there's just so many great people that made up the Wild Bunch. But at some point, I wanted to take the Wild Bunch over, and then Club 400 started. Wild Bunch is still alive. We love the Wild Bunch. They're getting older, but they are welcome to come over to Club 400 and join us anytime. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, those were the days, William. I'll tell you, the Wild Bunch trips, my mom still blames the Wild Bunch for making me so wild.
I could see where that would happen, having met some of those fine folks.
So
that's them turning you wild.
She blames that for my love for
alcohol,
vodka.
Vodka. Just vodka.
Kathy used to be the bartender.
Oh my!
I remember I brought my friends, and they were we were the young guys. Like, you're talking, most of these people were 50, 60. And then I bring my 4 buddies on there, and they're like, what the heck are you doing? You took us on like a bingo trip or something?
All right.
And then they realized that these older people could way out party them and put them in their place. And next thing you know, Kathy's pouring doubles and everything else. And by the time we get off the bus, everybody's feeling really good. I'm sure that will happen on this trip, too.
I'm sure that'll happen.
So, yeah, pretty awesome, William. I'm looking forward to going to your hometown, and hopefully we'll get to see your mom, right? Maybe not.
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can fit in. We will see your brothers. So, that's coming up here. That's our annual road trip, our 4th, I think. So, come on down and join us. It will sell out. I believe it'll sell out. It better sell out.
I think it will.
Next up, I wanted to talk about something I'm leaving, actually, on Tuesday.
Leaving on a jet plane.
And we are going to Las Vegas for
Viva
Club 400
Las
Fantasy
Vegas.
Camp.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty cool.
Club 400 Fantasy Camp? That's so cool.
You know what? Like I said, Randy Hundley was the first one ever to come out with Fantasy Camp. And our last Fantasy Camp that he had was in 2020. By the way, I think we talked about this in a prior podcast. It was January, late January, right? And we had 100 campers. We got about 35 going to ours. We have 3 teams going out there, and we're going to be playing 6 games, and we're going golfing on Saturday. At our last camp, right? 2020, no shit. Eddie Vedder comes from China, okay? And then half our camp got sick. My mom got sick. Eric got sick. I was lucky enough not to get sick, but we were all always wondering, was that COVID? Because COVID, came out. It was already existing, obviously. But by the time we figured it out, it was March when.
If you're going to get COVID, though, wouldn't it be cool to say, yeah, I got it from Eddie Vedder?
I know. I mean, I'm not blaming Eddie or anything, but something was going around that camp.
Yeah.
It was something. It was some kind of bug. And I always remember that was. I was walking into my hotel room and my phone went off and Kobe Bryant crashed in the helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where were you when that happened? I was in the hallway opening up my hotel room, and I couldn't believe I read that on the screen.
That's crazy.
So anyways, so Randy hasn't had the camp since, and a lot of the other Major League ball teams are doing their camps. So we decided, you know what, we'll pick up the slack. We don't want our camp. Actually, there is one team that went to the Red Sox camp. They're a Cubs team, so hopefully they'll kick ass and beat the Red Sox players up.
Are any of those people going to the Cubs thing as well?
No, it's the same week as ours. Yeah.
Okay. They
just you know what, they wanted to try another big league camp. And our camp was $2,500, and our coaches are Fergie Jenkins, Lee Smith, Bob Dernier, Ed Lynch, and our ambassador Ray Burrs.
Okay.
And we do use pitching machines, so we want people to hit the ball. Plus, campers, they can't get the ball over the plate. You'll have a walk fest if you let the campers pitch. They've tried it. It hasn't worked. We want action, William. We like action, right?
Oh, absolutely. Now, most importantly, do you guys get new uniforms this year or not really?
Well, that's why, if you notice, we didn't really promote it outside of Club 400. We tried it because we tried to, and we will, guys. Trust me. We're trying to perfect this. I was just doing a video when William walked into all the campers, telling me, please come to me for your complaints or ideas or whatever, because we're not perfect. We're gonna we got it all laid out, and we had Eric Hartman from Tovar. He was a big help. Matt Crawford, obviously Nicole, Debbie, and Lori. They've all been a wonderful help. But we all look forward, hopefully, that Randy will continue his camp next year, because there's word that he wants to do it. I hope he does. And then we will just stop our camp, immediately jump on the Randy Hunley wagon, nice. And then if he at some point, if he decides not to do it, we might pick up the slack. So, but we're very happy for all the campers that decide to come out and support Club 400. This is a non-profit camp. No one's making any money. We had to pay the players, and we had to pay some of the people that were working behind the scenes to get it all set up. But for the most part, any money that was made will be going to Club 400, Cub fans helping Cub fans. Once I figure out what the total is, because we won't have the total until after it's over, I'll let you know what we raised. We're not going to raise as much as we thought, because we usually go big or go home, and like I said, we're still learning how to do this. It was, like I said, Randy Hunley camp was around 5,600. Ours is 25. But there's obviously great things about Randy's camp, because we got to use Sloan Field, the locker rooms, and so forth. And but we played at Big League Dreams down there in Las Vegas. We played there last year with 2 teams, so we increased it to 3 teams. And it's a nice facility they have over there. And what I like about it more than anything, they have a bar restaurant, right? And it's like a quad. There's like 7 fields, but the bar and restaurant are like in the middle of all of it. Okay. So you can immediately go up there and order a burger, a hot dog, and like all the campers get, I think, a lunch over there. So that's a nice thing. Everybody gets breakfast and lunch every day too, and that's included in the price too. So overall, it was a great deal. Some Club 400 members have asked me about playing. Next year, we'll be putting it out there if we do it. If not, we'll just promote the Randy Hunley camp. So we'd love to get some rookies in there, because I remember going to fantasy camp my first year, and I was well over 320 pounds. And by Wednesday, that camp is crazy. You play 2 games a day every day. So you play, what do you play? 10 games, and then you play on Saturday too. 70 innings in a week. We're playing, and you only play 7 innings. Like, our camp is only 7 innings, so we'll be playing 14 innings a day. And baseball looks easy on TV. It really does. But try it. Go out there and try it.
I mean, anything at I know you're a little bit touch younger than me, but anything at our age that requires athleticism and moving around and all that is a little trying. So to do something that's so formalized and actually a game and stuff where, you're also trying to, look better than the next person. Speaking of which, I believe we had a phone call, and we have another camp member that'll be joining us here in a few minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a surprise, huh?
Not really. You know who he is. He likes.
Yeah, we have the Salsa King coming in.
Salsa King of Chicago.
Well, he's
a rookie.
He's a rookie that's talking major smack.
Yeah,
and he'll be on here in a few minutes. But Marty's the greatest. It's going to be interesting to see which one of you is more sore. Because, I don't think Marty's I think he's athletic, but I'm not sure he's in good shape. Well, he's one of those musclehead guys. Hey, don't forget the cardio, bro.
Right.
Yeah. I went last year. Julian Martinez, I took batting lessons. I have not swung a bat, William.
Since then?
There's a possibility I'm going to sneak out tonight and go to the cages, but I am not prepared for this camp. I mean, my weight's okay. I'm happy with that. At least I didn't balloon up or anything like that. But, that doesn't mean you're in shape. I am not in shape for this camp. So I'm going to not act like I'm a professional Major League Baseball player. I might be a little loafing out there a little bit.
That's all right.
I don't want to hurt myself, because if you pull your quad or you pull your hammy, you're done, and you're having a miserable time.
Especially if you do it early in the week. You don't want to do that. It'll wreck your whole camp.
Yeah. And I hurt myself last year. Last at bat, I screwed up my arm really bad. I forgot what the hell happened, to be honest with you.
Is it healed, though?
I mean, I haven't swung a bat since.
You're playing first base, so you should be good there.
First, I'll play outfield too.
You probably won't have to make a lot of throws from first.
No.
Hopefully.
No, you don't really. I feel like if I'm a shortstop or third baseman, you better have your arm warmed up because those are long throws.
Oh, yeah.
So Club 400 Fantasy Camp, you'll be seeing us shooting some videos. We'll probably go live a few times. And obviously, Club 400 team that I'm on, we plan on winning the whole thing.
Sounds good.
And you're going to hear about my contest with Marty, okay?
Yeah, we'll talk about that when he gets here.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else? I mean, there's a lot to go, but we do have Marty coming in here. Well, I want to tell you guys, check out did I say that earlier? Check out Crowley's. Okay, yeah.
Crowley's podcast.
And I want to say a special thanks to Kathy Wheatley she actually called her company Wall Sport. She's been doing a lot of cool stuff at the condo in Chicago. I was down there on Sunday for a little bit, and that place is really looking good. And without her, it wouldn't look as good as it looks. It's starting to look and feel like a Club 400. And I mean, a lot of people, not a lot, but there's been a fair share of Club 400 members that have been there. I think they're going to be rather shocked when they come back because, like I said, we rushed to get that thing open. So thank you, Kathy Wheatley. We appreciate you. She'll be going down to Arizona. And by the way, William, we will be down in Arizona. If you're going down there, you haven't planned the date yet, March 15th through March 20th, okay? That would be a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are going to go to the Thursday game, the Saturday game, and the Sunday game. And but JP will be there manning the tent all summer long. Did I talk about, because we didn't talk about this, right?
No, we did not.
We split, just so you know, people listen to this podcast, we split this in two parts because we had to end it. So I'm trying to remember what I talked about before, but come out and join us March 15th through the 20th. I don't know. We're going to try to get William down there. Hopefully Mia's doing good and he can come down. And we got some surprises for you. We'll definitely have players stop at the tent. I know we'll have a couple players for sure stop at the tent. We've already confirmed it, but we're not going to announce anything. So if you're down there, come over. Well, as always, we're going to give away 400 free Club 400 beers at the tent. And JP, like always, will be making pizza. And we will have some Salsa King salsa. Whoa, look who's walking in here right now, William.
I think Marty, the Salsa King, is here, based on what I'm hearing. Oh, and he's got a camera crew. This is kind of a big deal.
Sir William!
Hey, Marty!
Oh,
the Salsa King!
The guys eating salsa all day long. What's going on, man?
I got this that I hang out with when I do podcasts, and now you're here.
Always.
Good to see you, buddy.
Love you, brother.
Cool, man.
Put the headphones on. Jump on. Let's do some podcasting.
Right, killer.
I'm in.
Welcome to the #1 Cubs podcast, Club 400 podcast. This is my co-host, Stuart McVicker.
Thank you.
Marty, oh my gosh. It's been a while, huh?
It has. Almost a year.
Now, this is not the first time on the podcast.
Second time.
And you know what? He was so good, we brought him back.
Yeah. Did you tell him to come over, or are you just showing up? I'm not really sure.
Actually, I'm doing some videos right now.
I see you have a camera crew here.
I do. Aaron's here.
Impressive.
Aaron's from Wakanda Highlights. He's filming a couple of times this week, going to some homes. Came to Club 400. We're trying to do some promoting. Super Bowl's coming. Going to get some video shots of people eating salsa, not only with chips, but many things. Chicken, fish, salads, many things.
Super Bowls.
Super Bowl's coming.
Yeah. Nice. So, Stu, you better savor this, because I have a feeling in about a year, Marty's going to go John Benedict on us. He's going to big time us.
He's already gone John Benedict on us. What are you talking
Benedict
about?
Did that?
John Benedict
he was our producer at one point.
I just want to tell
and now
everybody.
He's signing autographs.
He's signing autographs at the Cubs convention. Johnny Benedict. Yes.
Johnny B.
I've never signed an autograph. I'll tell you that right
yeah.
now.
Oh, you will be, I'm sure, within a year, and then pretend like you don't know us.
But Marty, man, like honestly, when we first met, it's not long, almost a year to the.
Just had our 1 year
We just had our 1 year
Yes,
anniversary.
yes.
Yeah, not
No, we didn't know each other at all, right? And obviously, I told the story in the previous podcast about how I tried a salsa at the Flanagan's house, and Shannon introduced us, and then I just loved the salsa. Then I fell in love with him. But, dude, think about what you have accomplished in 1 year. It's been crazy, man. It really has.
It has. I'm so blessed. I can't believe it. We were talking, honestly, last year at this time of getting into fresh time. Just one store in Crystal Lake. And then that blew up to every fresh time in Illinois, one in Wisconsin. And then shortly after that, that was February of last year. And then by May, I was talking to a co-packer and trying to get it made for Jewel to meet their demands. And August got into Jewel.
The Jewels.
And 180 Jewel stores. So things are going very well. I'm like I said, blessed. I'm hoping to get a couple more items into Jewel and maybe a few more stores.
I mean, you made it big time, Marty, the great thing about you, man, you started in the kitchen, you rented out a kitchen, and that's how you distributed your salsa, and you made every single batch,
Yep, by hand. Everyone made by hand, everyone delivered by hand.
And then how big of accomplishment in such a short amount of time that you can go out and get a co-packer to make this and distribute it straight to the stores, such as Jewel. And Jewel, man, how big was that for you, man?
It's incredible. Honestly, it was surreal because as soon as Jewel wanted it, they said, you can't make it, though. You have to have somebody to make it for you to meet our demands. There's no way you can keep up with the volume. You're a one-person company. So, they love the branding. They love the logo. They love the quality of the product that I brought to them. And honestly, I found the best co-packer to make my salsa in the Midwest. And we get it in there the day after it's made. Not even 24 hours after it's made. It's in Jewel's hands.
You know when I knew you were going to make it? The day we were at, what's the bar called? Broken Oar.
Broken Oar.
The day we were at Broken Oar, and Marty's got salsa, right here, and the bartender's you can't bring your own
Dude,
food
Marty
in
brings salsa everywhere.
And he goes, oh, okay. And he just pulls it out and puts it there, and we just got chips and, totally ignored her.
Yeah, we were getting in trouble.
Yeah, we were, but it was good.
From day one, we were getting in trouble.
Dude, and every time I see him, he has free salsa. He's finding it was probably our best find and Club 400's best find, William. I think it was.
Well, if you're going to be the king, you got to be the king.
And you know what, Marty? It starts off honestly with a good product, and that's what you have, man. And getting in the Jewel is huge. And like I said, hopefully you'll get your hot in there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that one's being tested by Jewel. They already tried it once. They're talking about bringing it in again. So we got that, and also what's called a Mexicali, which is a.
Wait a minute! Wait! Back up! A Mexicali. What's this?
Rewind. What?
Oh, there's a sour cream kind of taco seasoning dip.
It's awesome. It's addicting as hell, man. I'm telling you.
It's really good. It's
How
called
do I not know about this?
Mexicali dip.
Okay.
It is so good.
Really?
It's just going to add to the Salsa King brand. I'm telling you that much.
Yeah, my brother made some new logos for that.
Hey, Marty, how healthy is that? Is that healthy or not really, or no?
It's only, it's a dairy product, so it depends upon whether or not you can eat dairy or. People eat sour cream on lots of things, or cream cheese. It's
addicting, William. That's why I ask. I can knock off a whole, and they serve them 16-ounce containers, I think.
16-ounce containers,
right.
And like we were talking about before,
Wait, is that available anywhere?
Yeah, some stores carry Mexicali dips.
Okay.
But mine's going to be branded
not
Salsa
yours.
King. No, mine's not. It's not available anywhere. No,
it's in process.
Correct.
So we're the first ones to hear about this. Is that what you're saying?
I think he just dropped a bomb. He dropped a Club 400 bomb here.
People to hear about it. So just top 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
breaking news.
Being talked about here for the first time.
Breaking news.
Hey, we are gonna do a a shot of some hot salsa tonight.
We are.
All three of us.
Shots of hot.
Shots of salsa.
All three of us. And maybe Aaron could even do a shot with us. So we can do 4, right?
Who's gonna tape?
If Aaron drinks.
Aaron,
do you drink?
Lisa can do one too. Lisa's here. Lisa's watching us.
Salsa.
I brought some shot glasses.
So Marty, I got to ask you something, man. It was something I was thinking about. Some people have asked me. You made it in all these stores, but people seem to have problems when they walk in to locate your salsa, and that's something that me and you have talked about, obviously off camera. But
I gotta say though, I question those people.
Really?
Yeah, because for a while there, I went to all the fresh times I could find, and my favorite thing was bring some up to, check out and just getting that and go, has anybody around here tried this? A little marketing research for them. And oh my God, yeah, the Salsa King came in and he had samples for us and we all ate it. It's so good. You'll love it for sure. And I'm like, oh, good. I'm so excited. I heard a lot about it. I love doing that. It's just fun. I did that with Club 400 beer too, by the way. Remember that? I had video.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, some of the store, for instance, Fresh Time has it in Delhi, and they have a big salsa section in Delhi. But when people go into Jewel, sometimes they're looking for it in Delhi, and they see another salsa there, so they're like, I can't find it. Or they'll
throw those on the floor.
They go to produce, if they go to dairy or something, some stores have salsa in dairy. Some have it in Delhi. Some have it in all three. They have it in produce, dairy, and Delhi. So it's sometimes people are challenged. They get social media posts or messages or texts from friends. Or I can't find it. Are you sure it's in my Jewel? I'm like, every Jewel has it.
Soon it's going to be in the liquor department too, under shots.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons why.
Can we get alcohol? Can we get alcohol infused, or maybe
Bloody Mary mix?
Hot shots. Yeah, pot shots. That'd be awesome.
Pot shots.
I mean, that would be awesome if you could buy the Salsa King at the dispensary. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Infused. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got Aaron with me, because we went to Jewel. We were showing shoppers going and picking it up in the produce department, and we want to make sure that people know where to get it. In the Jewel store, they're kind of big, and people looking in different sections, so it's kind of the reason why I have a video going.
You're going to have to bring Aaron to the farmer's market. That's always fun.
Oh, Aaron goes to farmers markets. That's where I see him all the time. The Wakanda farmers market.
Hey, there is a great farmers market at the Dole Mansion. We love the Dole Mansion, right, William?
We do, yeah.
So
I do too. I've been there for over a year.
I mean, you go to a lot of those farmers markets. What's your favorite one? I know you don't want to make anybody mad, but what is your favorite one?
The Dole Mansion.
There we go. We like it. Club 400 loves the Dole Mansion, by the way. But I mean, and that's the great thing, man. You've been out there plugging it yourself since day one on the streets, and it's been you, man. You've been a one-man army.
Well, my son has helped. We have family, friends that help. But, yeah, I am the face of it. But I do have a little bit of help behind the scenes. But as far as a company, I'm a one-person company doing this.
That's amazing, man. And I did want to conclude this with some breaking news. I don't know if anybody knows this, but this is unbelievable. Marty, the Salsa King, is coming to Club 400's fantasy camp in Las Vegas, and he's been talking a lot of trash. Lots of trash.
I don't know if you know this, Stu, but I can play ball.
I'm not necessarily sure if I can call the man humble, because he's talking a lot of game, okay? Let me tell you that. And he wants to be the shortstop of the team. And let me tell you something. We got Matt Crawford, who's helped out with this camp to organizing it, and I think he thinks that he's the best shortstop around. So you're telling me that you're going to come into camp and you're going to battle Matt Crawford for shortstop?
I don't know, Matt. If he's a great shortstop and he wins a job, he can have it. But hopefully
he just wants a shot. Marty just wants a shot.
Hopefully the coach, sees my skills and thinks that I may have the edge on him, and I could be the shortstop. Otherwise, I could play third base.
I was going to bet on you, Stu, just be my podcast partner, but I'm switching.
He's switching.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm betting on Marty.
Well, time out. Well, that's what I want to tell everybody. We have a bet on the line, okay? We have a bet on the line.
Yes, we do.
And basically, I don't know if anybody knows this. I mean, if you recall, if you listened to our podcast a long time ago, but I was probably one of the best fantasy camp hitters last year at camp. I seriously was, okay? I mean, for consistency, as far as line drives, doubles, no triples, I'm not really fast on my feet, but as far as hitting the ball, I was the best, all right? And if any fantasy camper that season that was there with me wants to talk to me about it, come talk to me about it, all right? But anyways,
the only thing I'm going to say about that is the first one you went to, you were not one of the best. You might have even.
I barely got through the week, dude.
You might have been on the other side of that. And,
I killed my quads that
And
week.
the second year you went, the one you're speaking of, I believe you worked out quite a bit beforehand.
I did.
And you were getting hitting lessons from Sammy Sosa's
Yes.
batting coach.
Well, yeah, that's
what have you done for this one?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
That's why I have my money on Marty.
I did get 3 lessons, maybe 4, from Julian Martinez, Club 400. Julian Martinez, Sammy Sosa's hitting coach, and that's maybe why I was ripped. Look at this guy.
Salsa King of
my
Chicago.
God.
Boom.
Ah, Jesus. Marty, all I want to do, and I want to make this public for the first time. He's talking trash, and I feel up to I got my skills, man. I'm a great hitter, okay? I've always been a great hitter. Marty, I want to battle you right now and make a bet with you. What do you think we should do, William?
Well, since you both are, entrepreneurs with your own product, I don't know if you know who you are, but you own a beer.
Oh, I know. You know who I am? I have my own beer, man.
You're the king of Club 400 beer.
So we have, a guy that owns beer and a guy that owns salsa. I don't know. I think we could strike up a little bet here.
Your supply of both.
What you challenge me that?
Yeah, something new.
I
will give you free salsa for a year. Something
how
new
different
for you.
how different was that than last year? Okay, I mean, come on now.
That had a 1-year limit on it. He's charging you double in year 2.
So we're gonna go 1 year of salsa, 1 year of beer. You get a year of beer, a Club 400 lager of Crystal Lake Brewing.
Salsa.
Crystal Lake Brewing, the best beer out there.
Ryan Clooney, it's time to brew another batch.
Can you just add that
Marty
commercial
likes
in
his
here real
beer.
quick? Can you add the commercial, William?
I can.
Okay, there we go. We got my insert.
Baseball's America's pastime.
Baseball. You're listening to Club 400 Podcast, a show about Cubs fans for Cubs fans.
William, just cut that out. I said we're going to wrap it up. You could have let it go.
Oh, I thought you said cut it out.
Jesus, man.
Your hand signals are terrible.
We're trying to do the signs, when we do the podcast.
Are you feeling okay? Because your hand signals are just off.
I think he's still concussed from a year ago.
Yeah, I am off, I will tell you that. But so I will bet you that. We'll do that. We'll do
You're
1
like
year
a bloody mess.
And I am, and the reason why I will do that, because you're definitely winning on this. You get a year full. Can I get chips at least too? Can you throw in the chips?
Deal.
Okay, that makes it a little bit more fair. Can you actually add the new product too?
Now you're pushing it.
You can't make a bet. Right.
I'm sitting down, but I'm going to stand up. I'm going to shake this man's hand. And I just want to say before we shake,
is not only on the air, but it's going to be on video as well. So
yeah, I know, and I just want to tell you, I want to make one thing clear. One of the hardest things at these fantasy camps is people's interpretations, right, of what is a hit and what isn't a hit. Let's face it, we have 9 fielders out there that that are out of shape, that don't play, and don't. Let me tell you, they're not that good of baseball players. All right,
When I rocket it off their head, it's a hit.
And so this has got to be a clean hit, which leads into the clean average. Okay?
I got Marty going off the wall.
There's also defense. I don't know if you play defense, but I play defense.
I'm a first baseman.
You can pick it.
So that means you don't play defense?
I don't want to be picking anything out of the dirt, okay, pal? I just want to let you know that right now.
You got to pick the ball up, too.
Because that will happen this week. Next week.
You got to field the ball. You got to pick it up. It's not just fielding everybody else's throws to first.
He is on my team, which is awesome.
I think you guys need to also, can you incorporate like a race around the bases? Or at least a first?
Sure, I'll do that.
All right.
Can you go all the way around the bases?
You know what? I've gotten a double before, okay, William?
You gasped before a second?
I have. So
you know to turn left at first base, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna make this formal. Okay, Marty, I challenge you right now, 1 year of Club 400 beer to you, if you get a better average than me, and you give me chips, salsa, and what's the other stuff called?
If you don't remember.
The Mexicana.
If you can't remember.
Mexicali.
If you can't remember it.
Okay, there's defense.
I forgot.
And
it's not even
offense,
out yet, okay? It's not even out. All right. We'll just do the salsa. Here we go. Right on. All right, cool. May the best man win, all right? The best man win.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, always, Marty. You always welcome on the Club 400 podcast. And, you are a part of Club 400 now, because when there's a Club 400 party, I promise you there will be the Salsa King of Chicago salsa here, man.
Woo woo!
Awesome, man. So we will see you in Las Vegas next week, my friend.
See you there, man.
Love ya.
Looking forward to it.
There's gotta be a truck, there's gotta be a girl. She's gotta be hot, and you gotta run the shit with world. And it can't be too fake, but it can't be too real. Gotta make them tap their feet, or I lose my record deal. So I just sat down with some dudes that wrote some hits. We put our heads together.